I believe that Myria is a sleeping giant. Caray, porra. And the reason for that is because I do believe that during the peak of this bull run, Myria could hypothetically at least go to the price of 50 cents. And of course, that's not financial advice nor a guarantee. But the reason why I think it could happen, I think it's going to come down to the fact that Myria has amazing fundamentals. I mean, you got to think about this, right? Myria, it's an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution that has a heavy emphasis towards blockchain gaming and as well as NFTs. And before I continue on any further and explain the potential I believe that the NFT and blockchain gaming market has, I first want to explain what the role is of an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution, because a lot of people out there, they say this, but they don't even really know what it's all about. So I want to explain, because an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution, what it does is that quite essentially, it allows Ethereum to be enjoyed, but at the same time, not having to deal with Ethereum's nonsense. And now, what do I mean by nonsense? We take a look at Ethereum, right? Even despite being Ethereum 2.0, despite being proof of stake, it still suffers from fundamental compromises. Namely, we take a look at its sky-high gas fees, which is complete nonsense. I mean, if let's say, right, someone wants to send their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma, let's say they want to buy a G-string through some ETH, right? They want to send it over. Can you imagine the gas fees they're going to have to pay for that? I mean, caray, porra, it's going to be a complete no bueno if you ask me. And also on top of that, Ethereum, arguably not even scalable as of right now. When the Ethereum fanboys pull out their pom-poms and G-strings and they say that Ethereum is perfect, I think it's actually far from it. Just not fundamentally perfect. But again, the ecosystem is amazing. It's very diverse. I would say the ecosystem is arguably the best out there. So again, what is a way to tap into that, but at the same time not having to deal with any of the type of craziness and porra and carajo that I just mentioned before? That's through an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution, much like Myria. And now, of course, not only just Myria, there's other, layer 2 scaling solutions out there. You take a look at Optimism, Arbitrum, of course, many others. But this is where things get cooking, because some people, they argue that, hey, there's too many Ethereum layer 2 scaling solutions out there. They think that, dude, we don't really need another one. But in my opinion, Myria is very necessary, because now when you take a look at other layer 2s out there, the very big ones, right? That's what she said, like Arbitrum and Optimism. They don't focus on NFTs and blockchain gaming in the way that Myria does. Myria, again, right? They're an Ethereum layer 2 scaling solution, but they're heavily focused on NFTs and blockchain gaming. So that's its unique selling point. If it was just another layer 2 out there with basically trying to achieve the same thing, then yeah, I get people's argument. But keep in mind, it's focused on NFTs and blockchain gaming, so it's not caca in my opinion. The NFT market, by the way, is predicted to be worth over $200 billion over the next 6 years. And this is, of course, according to Grandview Research, not according to some random dude in their mom's basement eating Cheetos, Doritos, and Papa John's pizza all day, if you know what I mean. Yet again, according to Grandview Research, they also do predict that the blockchain gaming market could be worth over $300 billion by 2030. So yeah, when it comes to NFTs and blockchain gaming, it's no joke. Now, some people, they may think that, wow, NFTs, blockchain gaming, it's kind of down right now when compared to 2021. Now, here's the thing. I think that these two markets right here is going to resemble a lot of people in life, because a lot of people in life, right, when they're down, when they're depressed, when they're sad, what do? They make a massive comeback. A person's comeback always has to be greater than their setback. They have to prove the haters wrong and ultimately prove themselves right. We can't give up. As they say in Portuguese, jamais desistir. I believe that means never give up. But yeah, besides that point, the blockchain gaming market and the NFT market, it may be down as of right now, but I think the best days are still ahead. And I think this actually is going to play to the benefit of something like Myria, because they're focused on these two markets when it's relatively down as of right now. So guess what, right? When these two markets do pick up again, guess who's going to be there to get, to go along with the wave, so to speak? It's going to be Myria, because in my opinion, it's much better anticipating a trend as opposed to chasing a trend. So yeah, Myria, they know what they're doing, and they're focused on a market as of right now that hasn't gained as much hype as, let's say, the AI market, but in my opinion, that's going to play to the benefit of it moving forward. So Myria, it's very special. Utility is A+, it's focused on the right markets, and it's entering at the perfect time. What more can you ask for, right? Of course, that's not financial advice, But you gotta understand how Myria, at the price of 50 cents, considering its current circulating supply, at that point, market cap would be around $9 billion. And of course, this may sound intimidating to some people because they may think, wow, $9 billion around in market cap. Whoa. They also may think that this is over 70x from here. This is crazy. But keep in mind, a $9 billion market cap isn't all that insane. I mean, we even see Doge as of right now, market cap is around 20 billion. SHIB is around 15 billion. And we're not even at the peak of the bull run yet. SHIB at its prime at one point was around 40 billion market cap. Doge also at its prime at one point was around 88 billion in terms of market cap, of course. So is Myria at a $9 billion market cap? I'm not saying tomorrow. I'm not saying in the next 10 minutes. I'm not saying even the next 10 days. I'm saying the peak of this bull run, right? Why is that all too crazy? I don't think it's crazy at all, in my opinion. Now, keep in mind, the peak of the bull run, right? It's not going to happen, again, in the next 10 days or whatever, because historically speaking, it does take some time. Now, how much time? Usually 6 to 18 months after a Bitcoin halving event. Now, the Bitcoin halving event very recently happened. It happened in April, of course. So 6 to 18 months after April is the time frame that we're looking at. And of course, there's a best case scenario, which would be around 6 months from now, at October of this year, or even at a worst case, 18 months, October of 2025. But even if, let's say, it's the worst case scenario, I don't see why it's so bad. That's more time for me to accumulate and dollar cost average into Myria. Because anytime I earn income, I do accumulate more and more Myria. I don't care what happens to the price in the short to medium term. I just focus on the peak of the bull run. And keep in mind, cryptocurrencies, they don't peak all at the same time. They usually go at their own pace. So yes, we've seen some meme coins pop off. We've seen some AI projects absolutely go ham. But keep in mind, each cryptocurrency moves at its own pace. And I do believe that Myria is truly a sleeping giant because it hasn't relatively popped off yet. And I think the best days are still ahead. I can't wait for the peak of this bull run. I'm very excited. And I think Myria is ready to shock the world and hypothetically go to the price of 50 cents and potentially during the process, or should I say hypothetically, make all of those Myria critics come running over to their girlfriend's boyfriend's grandma and start begging for a used bratwurst extender, lead the Captain edition. Gonna be a little bit embarrassing, if you ask me, but hey, I'm extremely bullish on Myria. And make sure to subscribe if you gain value from this video. I'd greatly appreciate it. And also on top of that, make sure to check out this very fantastic video. I think you all would really love it. It's been Lee the Captain, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace. Bye.